Greetings, adventurers of Vera. Welcome to Tavern Talk at the Golden Feather Tavern. We are Vertec and Chibi, keepers of this fine establishment. The Golden Feather Tavern is open to all travelers to come and share their thoughts on the inner workings of Vera over a nice tankard of ale, mead, hot chocolate, or other delicious beverage of choice. So raise your glass, pull up a chair, as we delve into tonight's discussions. Which, speaking of which, what are they, GB?
Tonight we're going to be talking about our new podcast. Welcome to the first episode. We're going to be talking about taverns. We're going to talk about parlor games, some class conversations, and more. And yes, the goblets are welcome in, everybody. Who are these people? Real faces. These are the faces behind the pyre and the vac. And these are our mighty goblets.
Yes, the goblets. The gooblets.
Gooblets.
The goobagoo.
So, first off, hi everybody. This is a much more open podcast. We've been having this in the works for a little bit. So, also, thank you. Gooblets for goblets. I love it. Goblets of liquid.
The goblets of goo.
Goblets of liquid. This is our first more open podcast. I have a structure for it still, but for those of you that are patrons of the tavern, or, regulars of the tavern, we welcome you into our voice chat. But for travelers coming through, please hang out. Tell us what you think. We have a lot to discuss. And also, we're going to talk about some topics that I put up on Twitter. We're going to start doing that every week. I've also been putting it in our Discord. So if you haven't joined our Discord yet, I highly suggest you do it. We have a good group of people that like to come and chit-chat. We had a whole conversation about recipes just the other day. So
What a new recipe.
After playing that game for a little bit, that's all I can hear, I swear.
Yeah. Every time the word recipe comes around, that's all I hear.
Yeah. So, let's see. Did you know that the tavern is a housing type on, it's a freehold housing type, but it's can also be on what they call it, the Baroness things. There's a limit to the number of taverns that can be built in a node. So perhaps there can only be 1 or 2 taverns. But as Vertec and I found out, you cannot block or ban patrons from entering the tavern.
Unfortunately.
So if
so
somebody
sad.
is hassling you, you gotta handle it the good old way. Hello, Ashes of Nair. Baronies, yes. Happy New Year and all that. Happy New Year. I hope you sleep well when you get there. The longer a tavern is in business, the more patrons served, the faster the tavern will level up. I thought that was really cool.
What? For serious?
Yep. Hello, Pockets. Welcome in.
Pockets.
So it says, what benefits do players receive or take for taking on the role of a... hype train coming in. Ashinair, 26 months. Congratulations, 26 months. You got to keep a hired hitter on staff. Yeah, exactly. That was actually our plan. But 26 months, I can't believe it. That's crazy. A little over 2 years. Nice.
Right.
I hope you enjoy your new sub badge for that. But also, I believe Thos has a new sub badge too. So that's really awesome.
There we go. I made the alert a little bit bigger now too. It was a little small.
Cool. Yeah, we have a new overlay, as you guys can probably see. So we have a bit to talk about. Hype train. But yeah, so it says, what benefits do players receive for taking on the role of a tavern owner? And Steven says, you will get noticeability with regards to your recreations because that will be displayed to the characters that consume those things. But in addition, you can get certain types of itemization rewards depending on the number of patrons that you serve. You can also reap economic rewards, such as gold from the inn that you are selling your goods at. And then you can unlock access to certain types of recipes and or vendors based on the level of reputation you build up in that particular node.
Ooh.
So it seems like taverns are going to be playing a pretty big role. And there's not going to be any shortage of taverns at all in Vera because you have us. Loreforge just got their new tavern name. Did you know that?
What's that?
They did a poll for which tavern name they should go with. And the options, I believe, were Fang and Feather, Boot and Hearth, and the Sleepy Owl. And the winner was the Sleepy Owl.
The Sleepy Owl. Okay, okay.
Yes. So their little tavern is now known as the Sleepy Owl. Ashes Nair says, I mean, you won't have tavern on all the servers. A tavern.
Won't we, though?
Yeah.
You have inside information we don't?
That would be really difficult, trying to keep a tavern on every single server that we own specifically.
I mean, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Well, I believe freeholds are also only available. I don't know. The Golden Feather has a nicer ring. I appreciate that.
Oh.
We've also been in business for a while, but hey, it's a different kind of tavern. Who knows? The Sleepy Owl could be like more story based. They do like to tell stories a lot there.
Chaffy's already trying to be the muscle on higher there.
Oh my gosh! Don't burn down other taverns, you guys.
About that Tavern v Tavern PvP, yeah?
Some of those names give a memory. We named one of our campfires at my summer camp Weeping Tree by vote. All of us know who voted knew this was a secret morning wood joke. That's funny. Tavern PvP. So, what comes to mind, Vertec, when somebody says that there's going to be parlor games in Ashes?
Parlor games. See, there's a bunch of stuff that would come in mind, but I don't know how well they'll make it happen. Things like, it'd be neat if they could make darts happen in there, because it would just be a fun little, like, popping in there real quick, play a game of darts, and go about your day.
Yeah.
Maybe some shuffleboard. But
ooh, shuffleboard. I imagine a good old game of rollies. I know that's Critical Role, but still, like, you know, rolling dice against each other.
Indeed. And hello there, by the way, Oracle and Mad Hatter and Tango and everybody that I haven't said hi to yet.
Yes. What is your amazing news? Also, MF says use monster coins to target rival taverns.
I like it.
You've heard of Guild Wars. Have you heard of Tavern Wars? Yay, debt free now. We love to hear it. Congratulations.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers indeed.
It's a great feeling.
Oh yeah. How about some tavern-based parlor game tournaments? First, a tournament for the locales, then champions for each tavern. Oh my gosh! Chaffy!
What just?
Thank you! Thank you!
Whoa, thank you so much!
Oh my gosh!
Holy cow!
Cheers
thank you
to that.
so much,
Bigger
Chaffy.
Cheers
yes.
to that. Cheers.
Indeed.
Oh my gosh. I appreciate that. Thank you. And for those that don't know, Vertec, the reason why we're a little late starting for those of us expecting us to be live by now, for those of you on YouTube, this doesn't matter. You'll see it when you see it.
Yeah, you'll see it eventually.
But Vertec did a 72-hour quick run. Cheers and props, absolutely. And so basically Sunday we woke up a little late for him. He dashed out to another state 7 hours away to get a new PC because his PC has been giving him issues every time he's trying to stream outside of a podcast. So that means with Alpha 2 coming on, it's time to get him a new PC so it can handle us and the game. And so he got there like 10 minutes after closing, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes after closing. So then I had to stay till the next day, pick it up then, but
10 times.
Yeah. Moral of the story, needed a new computer, got a bigger computer, added more debt to the plate, but hopefully we'll knock that up quick-ish.
But it was planned debt. I'll put that out there.
It was just, it was planned for not this last weekend. It was planned for like down the line.
Some people love the bar back. Some people don't love the bar back. Disregard.
But yeah, either way, I had to set up the computer brand new again, which is, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse all at once because we get the fresh new coat of paint on everything.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to tell him? Ashes is asking which PC did you get?
Oh yeah. I'll tell you. But
Oh wait, hold on.
Real quick. Huh?
Oracle says tomorrow I'll be buying Alpha 2 key and searching for an affordable gaming PC.
Yes.
Should we tell them now or are we waiting a little bit for the plan for the anniversary thing with the other PC I have over here?
Oh, we can we'll hold that off till later in the stream at least.
Okay.
Gotta hold on.
Oh, I wish I could give an A2. Oh wait, you don't believe me. I was really upset that I didn't get to make any of the food for the holiday thing. Luckily my guild leader Zara had made some food and she got an A2 thing to give away, so that's super awesome. Unfortunately I didn't get to, but I wanted to, so I could give it away to you guys. But
yeah, we're gonna have some beta keys to give away though.
Oh, we definitely will, yeah. Because both of us are PI, so we have that built into our packages, right? Yep.
And we've specifically been planning to give away most of the keys that we get from the PI stuff, the beta 1 and beta 2 to people that still don't have it. So there is that. But no, Ashes. There went and figured that since my computer was struggling, and by struggling I mean struggling. Like crashing, apps crashing, and the computer crashing itself when trying to run VTuber and the stream, or the stream and a game, and anything extra in the background. It would just up and die. So if I'm going to be trying to run the alpha for Ashes, which is going to end up having not very much work done in polishing it and smoothing it out. Oh yeah, I got more RAM. Went and basically got
more VRAM.
Yeah, more VRAM of all varieties. To be honest, with a V.
Yeah, with a V.
Went and got an i9, the 14900 processor with a 4090 card, and 64 gig of 5600 RAM. I have not yet done any overclocking. But we'll see if I need to here soon. Lick the RAM sticks for better performance. Give them a good a thumb off to get the dust off, right?
Right. Absolutely. Just especially like blow it, like the cartridges,
Yeah, we did a test run before I got the full thing set up. I needed to take a break. Jumped into Overwatch and turned all the settings in there up to the absolute max, and it was running at like 30%.
Maximum 30%. Yeah, that was really funny.
Up at the max, and I was hitting like 180. I had it capped at 180 frames per second, and it was hitting that cap and staying there. It stayed at 180 frames per second at 30% of the. Yeah, it felt great. I have not had like a bleeding edge PC in almost ever.
Yeah. Honestly, when I met Vertec, he had a 1660 and it was like barely hanging on. You had kind of gotten it.
The 1660 was the upgrade.
That was the upgrade, right? That was what we used to tide you over until you could get the one that we have before this current one now. I was using like a Radeon like 5600 or something like that from like 2016, I think. Ashes, I believe it's an i9 14th gen with the 4090.
Yep.
Built my computer for the first time. I was shocked it even ran. And it's still shocked it's going. That's fair. Hella stressful.
Fantastic.
I feel it. Yeah.
But see, I wanted to do a custom build just so I could make sure that I know exactly the pieces. Yeah. We compared the pricing, and the pre-built was ridiculously cheaper. It was like 15% cheaper to buy a pre-built. And it came from Micro Center, so I trust what they're doing. And I mean, I got all MSI parts. Yeah. I got a 3-year, like anything breaks if I drop it off the desk because I'm trying to move it, then whatever. If the motherboard gets bricked because of trying to do like whatever upgrade and the motherboard says, no, I don't like that, and it just quits, then it'll be replaced. So it'll be handy.
Always overkill on RAM. Yeah, we recently learned about VRAM separate from RAM, and when we found out about how much RAM he actually had for the graphics card, which is about 8 gigs, we understood immediately why he was dying constantly.
Yeah, I mean, I knew about the VRAM stuff. I was trying to hope that if I were to just buy a graphics card, it would take care of the problem, but I was also looking at the CPU and GPU load, and it wasn't going to be good. It wasn't going to be good.
Did that come through? I may not have swapped my Zoom call. My apologies.
What come through?
I'm going to take that as a no. I had to cough real quick.
Oh, yeah, no, it didn't come through.
Cool.
You good?
That's good. I forgot that you're taking audio from Zoom right now and not Discord. So I forgot to double check Zoom.
Gotcha.
In 5 years, I'm sure 64 gigabytes will be nice to have. Yeah, it's one of those, like, it was a slow build up. I think mine started off with 12 gigs of RAM. And then we upgraded her to 64.
Honestly, in 5 years, you might want that 128. It might be bordering on that, because right now 64 gig of RAM is, I mean, that's what I needed to get for doing the streaming and everything. Just for gaming, 32 gig is fine.
Yeah. It all depends on what you're trying to do with your PC. And for those that don't know, when we VTube, it's intensive on the graphics card. So this was a much needed and future-proofing upgrade for Vertec.
Tango says his 102 tabs in Chrome disagree. 64 is what he needs. Oh, that's fantastic.
Nice, MF.
Ooh. See, I keep hearing about the 3D chips, but I haven't looked into anything AMD in so long. Mainly just because they have done me wrong. They have done me wrong too many times. I bought the AMD cards thinking, hey, it's a good value. And it looks like it gets good enough performance. It's almost there. But then I go and actually play a game and there's zero... what's the word? Why am I blanking on this word? When they tune stuff and polish it specifically for a certain use case?
I couldn't help you. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Either way, they didn't... none of the games aimed anything at all for AMD cards whatsoever. Everything was aimed for NVIDIA, so when I was playing like WildStar, I had an AMD card, and I was getting like 12 frames a second in town. And the same exact series, or I should say generation from NVIDIA, somebody else had getting 120 frames per second in town.
Yeah.
So that was the final straw. After that, I'm like, no, it's NVIDIA forever now. That's it. Just NVIDIA. Which is the very high. Okay, 14 serious intel. Yeah.
But all that to say that, you know, we're making sure that everything will go smooth for our Alpha 2. Lots to do in Vera.
True story. But yeah, I mean, that's not to say someday down the line I'll maybe think about switching it up, I should say, to AMD. But I gotta let them prove themselves for at least a 5-year stretch in a row.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move the topic back to Ashes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what else you got there?
Wanted to just highlight that little update and apologize for being a little, well, more than a little delayed. But here are. Do you want to talk about the classes, maybe?
Talk about what?
Classes.
Okay, sorry. I was chewing, and for some reason it impacted my hearing, and I thought you said sauces. And I was really curious why we're going to be talking about sauces.
Taverns sauce. I got that
Taverns
sauce.
sauces. Let's do it.
The sauce. I got the sauce. There comes some skill tree madness.
The sauce.
You did, yeah. The sauce. So on the Reddit, there was a question about like what will be your main archetype. And this is a 2-part question because I guess there's like a limit to the number of things that you can put in a poll. And so the first one, Mage 1, with 63 votes. We're ignoring the show results one. And then Summoner 1 with 60 votes.
So Mage and then Summoner. My goodness.
Oh, Nuclear. Thank you. Aw.
Thanks for the Prime sub.
No, converted from a Prime sub to a
converted from Prime sub. Oh.
Yeah.
Boink, boink.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for the gift sub.
I appreciate that. He did it, so I did it. I appreciate that. Nice. You just saw your comment on Ash's forums. I'd really like to, but my video recording, video editing is non-existent at this point. That's fair. I really need to and thought about doing some foam building guides. Okay, so quick plug. Okay, good night, Nair. Sorry, all that came up so fast.
Night, Nair.
So Pockets has been streaming his build of the, I don't know if you guys remember, there's that goblin. Nuclear! Oh my gosh. Thank you. Well, that's
thank you
at
much.
least another spin. That's 2 spins I owe you guys. Let me mark this down. Hold on. Where's my pen? Where's my pen?
Oh, what is going on here?
What do you mean what's going on here?
What is happening? Sorry, I just gifted another 4 or 5. 6, I don't even know.
Zara!
Gifted subs.
Oh my gosh.
Either way, thank you.
I look away for 1 second, y'all.
Right? Right?
He made me. Who made you? Oh no. Zara started it. Oh no.
Dots.
What the Oh my lord, what is happening right now?
I don't know, but thank you, everybody.
You guys.
My goodness, thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Absolutely making steps to get that computator taken care of for sure.
Okay.
Much appreciated. Pay off that PC debt. Exactly.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much.
So we've definitely surpassed the goal that I had set. We're at 56 out of 40 now.
We're gonna have to spin a bunch of times.
We are gonna have to spin a bunch of times, and I'm gonna have to see. Let me see. It was 2 and then 3. Oh my gosh! Hold on. Math. 1 second.
Holy cow! Nuclear. Coming in again. Holy. Oh.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Seriously. Oh my god. All right. So 31. Okay. 36. That's 2. And
Chaffy,
then
you just gave like a
3
gazillion bits too.
4, that's 5, that's 6. Holy shit. Nuclear. Chaffy! That's 7. How much do you want to bet some of these are gonna be the Beanboozled challenge?
Oh, absolutely. I have a feeling to even fit these. Tier 2. Oh, those were tier 2s. Oh my gosh.
Chaffy! Oh my
Chaffy.
god. Thank you.
It was huge. Oh
my
man.
gosh. Okay.
Ooh, Eagle Addy and
then
Frog Lips.
Another gaming. Another
they're gonna have
community
some of the
stream.
flair. They're gonna be some of the only people with the flair.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, we do have a flair for those. We overhauled everything, so we've got your base tinkered, and then or shot glass, your pint glass, and then tier 2 is with a little bubble on top, and tier 3 is bubble running over. So Chaffy
Insane.
wins.
Chaffy wins. Zara.
Chaffy wins.
Nice.
Finish him. Oh my gosh.
That's fantastic.
Oh.
Well, thank you, everybody.
All right,
thank
I
you,
surrender.
everybody.
Me too. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you. No, seriously.
Every little bit is appreciated.
I am literally
The drunken. Routes for everyone.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Oh my gosh. We was gonna use that money to buy an E2 key, JK. Oh my god. Don't make me feel bad.
Right?
Oh, geez. I'd feel so bad. Well, for those of you that are here that are now subscribed, please make sure to join our Discord if you haven't already. Make sure your name is, or your account is synced with Twitch. We have a subscriber only area. We like to do a lot of sneak peeks in there. Speaking of sneak peeks, I just posted it late today. I'm so sorry, you guys. But talking about Summoner being the primary class, this week's question of the week that we'll be talking more about next week is, for those of you that are choosing Summoner, why? Why are you choosing Summoner? And if you look at what Nice Gaming put out 2 polls. The first poll was about 9 months ago. The second poll was more recently, like 12 days ago. The first poll between Rogue, Summoner, and Bard, 545 people said that they were going, like, Summoner was the most sought after upcoming showcase. So, that's crazy. And then the one from 12 days ago was saying, of the remaining archetypes, which one are you hoping to also see in the showcase? Again, with 160 votes, Summoner won. So we want to know. And if you join our Discord, make sure you head up to the channels and roles section. We have a community section. That's where that's posted. So please come share your thoughts, and we'll definitely be elaborating on this more next week. But oh my god, that was so crazy. I'm still beside myself on this.
I mean, honestly, the Summoner thing, I would say I'm probably in that same camp. I may or may not play a Summoner, but it is one of those that I'm really interested in seeing how they design it and set it up.
Yeah.
Like,
we've been chatting in the Discord a lot about Summoner lately. It's been fun. I'm interested in seeing how that's gonna go over. But the question that we posted last week that we're gonna cover this week is about PvP, and I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on that. I feel like most people are more wondering how the subtype works. That's fair. That's fair. It is interesting to see how that will be handled. But yeah, I can't wait to discuss that with Vertec next week. And whoever else wants to jump in, if you want to come in and chit chat, just know that's coming up for next week. But given the development live stream for Ashes is on PvP this month, When engaging in PvP combat, what is something you value? What would you like to see in Ashes? I'm interested in seeing it in Bard. Oh yeah, Bard's also another thing on my list. I have my spreadsheet of classes. I'll play in A2. Summoner is by far my least interested play. That's fair. The kick ass. So for example, I put a different color outline for the nameplate for the player you are targeting versus other players. If you want, I can read some of the Twitter replies, or if you want, I can read the Discord reply.
Go ahead and start with Twitter. Why not?
Okay. So Reese Holland said, slower 1v1 time to kill. In A1, it seemed real easy for a proficient player to 1v1. Use a combination of alpha strikes to CC, and CC to pretty well smash anyone 1v1. More to build up and trade-off should be the standard. Arky was excited that I asked about PvP. Comereste says, I wish MMORPG devs would tap into MOBA games' way of balance. Rock, paper, scissors is fun and interesting. PvP specific stats are boring and in my opinion don't work in the long run. And just create a have or have nots environment. New players are now not only separated by skill, but also stat.
Yeah. And I kind of had a little bit of a disagreement with that. Like, I mean, there has to be some gear separation, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There has to be. Because you have to have some kind of feeling of growth. Because if it's all purely just 100% skill, zero gear, then you are going to be someone who's dedicated your life to playing, and someone could literally just walk in the game and kick your butt. They step through the portal, first time playing the game, and you get eliminated. That's going to be a big feels bad, man.
Oh, I got it right. Nice. Sorry. Nuclear says, I want to be battle mage, but it depends on what feels good. And Zara asked what combo that is, and I said mage fighter. I got it right. Basil! Hi! How are you, Basil?
Basil, hello.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's just, I also added to that. I was like, there is the sense of growth in terms of I used to lose a lot to this person, but now I'm starting to hold my own against them. You just kind of have to be that kind of player if that's what you're interested in, versus just like, I'm just PvPing, you know? But I don't think PvE is a coordinated dance necessarily. I think raids can be a coordinated dance. But PvE is more about like knowing how to go against different kinds of monsters, in my opinion. But also more about like, that's where you get your better gear first off, usually, is through PvE, by interacting with the environment. I'm doing great. Hope you all are doing well. We're doing well. This is a new IRL secondary podcast we're doing, so welcome in.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's really hard to compare one against the other, saying one is more difficult or more complex than the other, because on any given day you could run into a PvE scenario with let's go 9 other people. Let's go with the smallest raids that exist. And if one person messes up, it takes you all down. One person can mess up, or 2 people can mess up, and everybody else can still push through that if they are skilled enough and if they pick up the slack and run with it. So it's the same kind of, or the same amount of unpredictable, I would say, but just it's different. It's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And also like the growth factor, I think, is different between PvP and PvE as well. There's different things you're dealing with. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a druid in the game. I'm already sad by that, because anybody who knows my character's lore knows that I'm a druid.
Yeah, no druids.
Sadly not. Maybe in the future, who knows? But let's see, what else did we get? Balder says pro con mounts combat. Mounts could offer speed and unique attacks, but getting thrown or knocked from one could be a form of CC. Never mind the fact that you may die. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Hello, and thank you for following.
But of course, for any of those that don't know, just to put the record straight, if your mount dies in combat, you can resurrect it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna cost, I think, resources of some sort.
However, if your ship dies in combat,
Oof.
good luck.
Yeah, I'm a pirate, so yeah, I feel what you're saying, Basil. Ezekiel King, one of our favorite people that we don't get to talk to very often, says, I honestly would love to not see a nameplate, because then you can actually stealth. I want stealth without the whole magic disappear mechanic. Like, we can have those too, but to actually work with your surroundings to stealth would be awesome.
Yeah. I think it'll be neat to see, because I think they are trying for two different kinds of like stealth / camouflage between the rogue and the ranger, so should see some interesting combinations. Now, here's the question: what do you think would win over if they were to combine rogue and ranger?
Ooh,
you think one would influence the other a little bit more?
I mean, that's what the archetypes are supposed to be about, right?
Yeah.
So the secondary archetype is supposed to influence your primary archetype, like by altering the spells. But I wonder how it's going to do that. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking rogue / ranger would be like, instead of having to like stab your little stabby stabs, you could like doop, doop, doop. Kind of like Kiriko off of Overwatch with their kunais, like doop, 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 like little sniper daggers.
Yeah. Let's pretend that I wasn't paying attention, because I need to see that whole demonstration again. What was it with the daggers and the stabby stab and the pew 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 pew? I need to see I need to see the whole thing again.
I don't remember every bit of it.
Somebody quick, rewind.
I'm just gonna hide. Hold on.
Peter, shorty.
It's because I'm short. Oh
No,
my
Loudy.
gosh.
But no, I think it'd be neat. Like how, man. Like if you have, say, a ranger and rogue, you think the camouflage would end up taking over the invisibility stealth mechanic? As far as
I don't know,
how it
that's supposed to be like
happens?
a utility. Visually, maybe. I don't know.
Do you think
I don't
take on
think
more
so.
the utility?
Yeah, I don't know. That's hard to say, because to me, the rogue's ability to go invisible is a much bigger thing. But maybe it could be like a secondary utility that you have access to. I don't know. That's actually something that was a part of the dev discussions recently, where they were talking about like what types of utilities do you want to see? And I could totally see that being like a selectable utility where your secondary archetype adds to the pool of utilities that you can pick from. So like if you're doing Bard or something like that, you can grab those utilities and add them to your class, because I think just adjusting the primary archetype's skills a little bit, I feel like that's cool, but I would like to see more present, if you will. And I could totally see utilities playing that role. Singing on the drums, blowing the battlefield bagpipes.
There you go.
Assemble.
Hey, by the way, there, Raka D.
Raka.
I think, what is it? It's supposed to be like 4 or 5 different domains that each archetype gets to influence the other one with. Curious what those domains would be for a rogue.
Thank you, Basil. We got it from Medieval Times. I'll put it on this side.
Yeah. If you haven't gone to Medieval Times, you should check it out. We had a blast.
Oh.
We had a blast.
But yeah, no, I think that's really cool. Let's see what they said on Discord. So, Mad Hatter said maybe have red nameplates for combatant and a light or slightly dark purple for corrupted. Of course, the corrupted player will always have access, will always have a purple nameplate to show that they won't be any consequences to starting a fight. Interesting. It'd be nice if you could set the colors for yourself too, for like party and stuff like that. Imagine with the combo being the predator, it may make it harder to detect them. Yeah, I could see that, Mad Hatter, with the rogue ranger combo. It's just more, yeah. I could see the potential of the camouflage utility playing a role at a distance without needing to use your stealth as a rogue. If that's a skill.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I liked the idea because I don't think I even reacted to it at the moment, but and I apologize because I'm trying to look through the settings, by the way, of everything that's going on with the stream. New computer and all, I need to make sure it's all being stable.
Just let me know if I'm like running on without you, because I can slow down. I'm just feeling the silence.
Yeah, and I apologize about that. I'll be a little bit more lively next time. I promise. But the one thing I really liked was in Resolland, because you'd mentioned it and I heard you. I missed it. But the slower 1v1 time to kill is the big wish of mine, by the way, because that's one of my biggest complaints about getting ganked and stuff, is that you don't have time to really react to anything that's going on. You get jumped and you're dead as soon as the rogue hits you twice.
Within like a second. Yeah. At least in terms of World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if you really think about it, that whole in real life thing and comparing it to that, yeah, you could have a half-second time to live or half-second time to kill if you get somebody jumping, out of a bush in the middle of the night with a gun or whatever. But let's go with the fantasy of you'd be able to pay more attention to the environment if you were living in that environment. And if you're a warrior, you might have better training for it. So, I like the fact of being able to have some kind of reaction. If somebody else is still better than me, they're still going to win, right?
Yeah. Going back to the color changes for the nameplates, Chaffy says color changes to nameplates should definitely be a thing for disabilities and such. Absolutely agree. It's a thing that's a part of Overwatch, and I abuse it in terms of I want my nameplates to be pink, so I use it. But I like that it's there because there's definitely people that can't see certain colors, right? And that's definitely something to be aware of. Basil says, I'm sure we'll be able to change name colors. They talk all the time about how to customize the game, how customizable the game will be. And absolutely. I think that, as we progress through the alpha and everything, giving that feedback and making sure that you share anything that you think would be a beneficial thing. I believe it was like a year or so go back. And I know a lot of you are new to the community, so very much welcome, especially within this last few months. Welcome to the community. We're glad to have you here. And definitely happy to have your thoughts and some new people excited about Ashes. But they did ask a while back if there's anything in terms of like in-game customization that you want, let us know, and I think it's one of those things where it's been a little while and people may not know about it, so I just kind of want to bring it up. Yeah.
Well, let's see here. Let me jump over in the Discord with you here. Like,
okay. I can go ahead and mute and zoom.
Yeah.
Hello. For those of you, I don't know if you can hear it, but when Vertec joins, he has the Mario theme.
The Mario death sound.
Yeah, Mario death sound.
That's my entry music.
Who died? Vertec died. Oh, we heard it. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I set mine to only be for our guild. So when I join, it goes, "It's a trap."
Well, I set mine everywhere.
I love it.
I set mine everywhere.
That brings back memories. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I like the customization of it sometimes. So, but let's see. Did I cover Chaffy's? I don't remember. Let me just double check and reread it. Sure. Yeah. So Chaffy says, something I value is when particle effects are not really crazy in PvP. And I want to touch on that real quick with the most recent Archer Ranger conversation. In past games, when you have large fights between players or bosses, you sometimes can't even tell what's happening because of all these effects going off. And that has been something that a lot of us, Basil, welcome into the server. A lot of us have been struggling with in terms of like Intrepid showing off all these amazing classes and they look great, but then you can't help but be like, okay, now imagine this times like 4 or 10 when you're thinking of castle sieges. And in the most recent live stream, hundreds, in the most recent live stream, they mentioned that a lot of these templates, a lot of these effects that you're seeing on screen are specifically for the player. Other people won't see it. And I love that. I love that so much. Castle sieges would absolutely be insane. Tanks are going to be really shiny. They are going to be really shiny.
Very true.
Vertec is definitely going to be really shiny in his paladin army.
Ooh, yeah, see, I still don't know exactly what I'm going to do for a class, though. I might find something that does the super shiny thing.
Oh, I was talking about your cosmetics that you got.
Oh, see,
your paladin armor.
I haven't gotten a lot of the super paladin armor yet. Like the super awesome armor. I've been missing them every time. I think I got one good set of armor, like the purple stuff.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Chaffy. I think it was Chaffy that was talking about the gold and silver armor that looks very paladin. And I think you missed out on that, but that definitely looks very paladin and I like it and it looks cool. And Chaffy was saying if he could have, or whoever this was, I believe it was Chaffy, but if he could have joined Intrepid at any point in time, that would have been the pack that he would have paid for. Which brings me to the next question. What do you think about this? So Intrepid has their final pack, which by the way, as of today, for those that don't know, you have 7 days left to get the Alpha 2 package. So if maybe the bones with the gore is not really your thing, should, in theory, not like let's go, knock down Intrepid's door, but should Intrepid offer a way to trade in the skins that you got if you mainly wanted to get a package but you didn't know when it was gonna stop being shown and that package wasn't really your vibe? Should you be able to trade those in for embers to maybe get a different cosmetic in the future? What are your thoughts on that?
Ooh, I think that would be really nice of them.
That would be super nice of them. Yeah.
Especially since this one was going for multiple months in a row.
Yeah.
But then there's going to be
a mandatory one.
A mandatory one?
Yeah, like this is the only one you get now for the last few months. And this is the last one and it's going to be the last one unless they open one in the future.
Oh, that's fine. All people got to do is wait one more month and then they wouldn't be able to get any, so it wouldn't be a mandatory one at all. But
you have top lumin I don't know which one that is, sorry. I'm not gonna buy a Alpha 2 pack, but yeah, I agree. I got the dwarf package, but I like some of the stuff. Yeah, fair.
I just know that
Lord Forge rated us.
Hello, Lord Forge.
Welcome in,
How
sleepy
you doing?
owls.
Welcome in. Wateroo. Vladis,
From
Cash
one tavern
Quest,
to another.
Chameleonaire.
Nomad. Wizzy.
Goodness. Yay, Wizzy.
I love this. Hello, welcome in everybody.
Hello, everyone. How was your stream? How was your show today?
Yes. When I tuned in, they had this thing where you can call in, and somebody was saying that they're asking Dr. I think it was Dr. Cash and his assistant, what do I eat in Vera? Like, am I supposed to eat like one time a day, multiple times a day? What am I supposed to eat when I get there? I loved that. That was awesome. Yeah,
I love their little call-ins. I love it.
Hoot hoot. It's a hoot raid. Happy hoots. I love it. We had a great show, super fun. We're so happy to see you streaming so we could read you. Aww, thank you. I appreciate that.
You.
Hate that I have to go to work now. Feels bad. It's okay, Wizzy.
And there's a champion of the hill popping up.
Oh no. Who's gonna join the fight? I'm gonna join the fight. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follows to Ardeth and Sensor. Thank you so much for following. And let's see who's gonna... Oh, there's a sandal. Never went. Let's go.
That's a Low Forge, folks. Please do tell us, what was your favorite topic that you spoke about today?
Yes. What were you talking about? Also, Zen Marksman, welcome in. Welcome to the tavern. And I don't know how to say that one. Is it Io de la Luna? Is that how you say it? I'm not sure.
Argue deeply about utility.
Ooh, okay. What about the utilities? What about the utilities? Do tell. Yeah, you said it right. Okay, I won once, but there was very little people. Aw, Mad Hatter.
What lore was forged today? Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I love that. Good back. Welcome in as well. Welcome in, travelers. Glad to have you as regulars and patrons. Wartaru, congratulations on winning the Champion of the Hill. You get our respect. That is what you won.
Indeed. Well, see, you know what's funny? I'm curious how everybody defines utilities too.
Oh, true. Like, yeah. What do you define as a utility, and what kind of utilities were you guys talking about?
Yeah, because I know some people would classify a movement skill as a utility, but they're like, yeah, I mean, it could be used as utility, but it's classified as a movement skill. Utility skill would be like making food, or like, and they would have a different list of stuff. Jibby, enjoy the work. And Wizzy too, when you get to doing the work thing, you enjoy the work too. And I know there's a limited enjoyment you can't get from work, but try to get the most out of it you can.
Yeah, bye Dibs. Lumilitian stovepipe. Lumilitian?
Lumilitian stovepipe.
Yeah, stovepipe. It's a stovepipe. Actually, I think everyone kind of agrees that there should be a cost to damage if you spec into utility heavy builds.
Agreed.
Okay. So the offset of speccing into more utility is less oh my god, wait, that's you? Oh my god.
Uh-oh. What? Who win?
Okay, so remember when we shared that really cool hat with the mushrooms on it?
Yeah, that was Pockets.
That was Pockets. I just put the two together. I saw the hat and I was like, that's awesome. And then Pockets was like, I play World of Warcraft, so I kind of do Pockets as the World of Warcraft person. Completely forgot the username that was tied to I just loved that hat. I was obsessed with that hat, by the way. That makes sense. Lumilitan stovepipe. And it's like, that's what the hat is, with the mushrooms on it.
I guess it's the Lumilichen?
Lumilichen? Probably.
Like luminous lichen?
Oh yeah, we've been watching the goblin. He's been putting it in the well, I put it first and then he put it updates. I love it. Can't say it, neither can we, obviously. Intrepid, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. We're butchering your cosmetic name.
We are.
It's amazing. I love the
Goblin Shaman thing.
Goal.
Yeah.
We were just talking in our Discord today about wanting to get into foam crafting, and Pockets is really good at it. So if anybody wants to learn foam crafting, talk to Pockets, definitely. Yeah, we were also talking about, well, I was suggesting if you're going to have a utility from a secondary archetype, that secondary archetype's utilities get added to the pool of utilities that you can have, maybe to a lesser degree than if it was your primary archetype. But I don't know, I was trying to figure out something, because I feel like having your secondary archetype feel more substantial. I can't say that it doesn't feel substantial because I haven't tested it, but I would like it to be a little more present than just augmenting your primary skill. I would like to see the secondary class being somewhat more obvious.
Yeah.
But also totally random. We're 1 follower away from our 1,300 follower goal.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, can't wait to see the class augmentation.
If I just unfollow real quick, I can follow and we'll be at 1,300, right? That's how that works?
No, that's not how that works.
But why?
But why though?
But why though?
Pocket Meta, thank you. 1,300 follows. Thank you guys so much. Nice. This is a great goal. Let's go. I was gonna say the same. Math. Yeah. Gotta love math.
Yeah, I'm hoping it gives a little bit of power instead of just like a color thing. Like, I know he said it's gonna be impactful, but I can't wait to see how impactful that stuff is.
Yeah. Oops, that's not what I wanted.
But yeah, I was gonna respond earlier, and just comments kept coming up to thank people for stuff and whatnot. But yeah, Wizzy, what you said about everyone agreeing that the more utility you spec into, the more it should retract from like your damage and like healing and whatnot. Absolutely agreed. There should be a cost for it. You shouldn't just be able to say, you know what, I want to do all the things. Yeah. Unless, of course, it's tied to your archetype. Tied to your archetype, and you just get utility skills because of the archetype you choose.
Like,
I'm okay with that.
Do you think Bard is going to be utility heavy?
Bard should be like a very utility heavy class. I would hope.
Actually, can we talk about Bard real quick?
Let's do it.
Did you catch that Steven wrote earlier, like on the 7th, about Bard?
I think so. I forget what it was though.
Okay, so he started off by putting some emojis. He put like a violin, happy and sad mask.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then a person dancing. And then said the Bard is looking mighty fine. And then said proximity-based skill combination melodies through dance, song, and story, hard utility, and support you'll see in the future shaping up nicely. And then followed up with good supports / utility address problems in ways other archetypes cannot, and provide augmented performance for the entire party that outweighs the alternative of DPS another DPS in my opinion. So for those of you that are waiting on Bard, that's your teaser if you haven't seen it. Oh, there's absolutely a bit of ourselves in the VTubers, I would say.
Oh yeah, definitely. We had a smushed in there.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's how it really does sound like I will be a Bard. Nice, yeah. For Bard, I really hope we'll get a piano roll like you have in music composing software. Definitely gonna show Bard off in PvP stream, the copium. Okay, let me ask this. I'm gonna put this up as a poll while Vertec talks, but do you think this next stream is going to hint, and this is pure copium, Bard or Rogue?
Ooh, the next stream showcase.
Yeah, so people have been saying the PvP showcase may or may not hint at another another class, kind of like a
this as
sneak
rogue
peek.
or I send it back. Oh man, and yeah, Mad Hatter. I'm not sure about being as buff as the VTuber. Vectech is a super buff individual. I got a little bit. Can I even do it? No, there we go. I got a little bit of something. The camera doesn't even want to show it.
All right,
But
here
I
you
don't
go.
got what it does.
Put it up for 5 minutes. There you guys go. Poll is live. Let us know. Joke's on you. I think it's going to be Summoner. Oh, true. Could be. I don't know. I think Steven said he would be playing Mage, but it would be neat to see other classes teased. Yeah, true.
You know, what's funny is people keep forgetting that even the fighter still hasn't had an actual showcase.
Mm-hmm.
They were just like, hey, yeah, so here's combat and how it looks now. And by the way, we're going to use 3 skills that a fighter would use. So, I mean,
Pockets thinks the order is going to be Fighter, Rogue, Bard, Summoner. Basil says you would think they would hint a Rogue with a convo about PvP. Tulnar Showcase!
Tulnar is going to be the last class created.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Last class. Honestly, I'm playing Rogue either way. If they show it, then awesome. But if not, that means I get to discover everything. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I do feel like they're gonna want to show it before Alpha 2, though. What do you think? Also, cheers, by the way, just for the raid and the follows and everything. You guys are awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yes. And with that, my cup runneth empty.
Mine's almost empty. I take smaller sips.
Smaller sips are a waste of time.
I'm a smaller person.
Well, fair enough. But
I forgot what we were talking about for a half second. I'm sorry, distracted us.
I was literally just trying to close the loop with my brain too. Like, wait, where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking utility skills and whatnot. And someone had mentioned that utility skills are typically used outside of combat. This is true, but there aren't many utility skills I've ever seen that aren't also usable in combat. So there's that.
Well, there's things like clearing probably poisons they talked about, pathfinding. The hounds, I could see the hounds being a utility in combat if somebody goes invis and then the ranger uses the hounds to try to find the rogue that went invis.
I mean, there's a use for almost anything, like even clearing the fog ick stuff. You could literally be trying to run away from somebody and you clear that and run, and hopefully it catches them while they're still in it.
Like when the clear is ended, it like comes back and it catches them a little bit.
Yeah, we're trying to fight them in the middle of it and then run out as soon as you see it starting to close up. Like there's PvP strategies you can build around that stuff.
Yeah, Goldwood, welcome in.
Secret entrances. Locate a secret entrance, jump into it. It's gonna close eventually, right?
Steven used to talk about tanks breaking down doors, clerics cleansing a poison cloud to open up an area, ranger tracking, rogue lockpicking, and trap finding. Which is funny that you talk about that because we do have a lockpicking topic on here as well. Then he stopped talking about it for years, and now there's a dev discussion on it. He's probably like, maybe we shouldn't just limit it to one. Maybe you want like an option, something that you can choose from. Because I think that should be it. Like the way that it sounded to me, at least on the dev discussion, was like, are there going to be situational ones? And to me, if I'm going to have a situational utility, I should be able to click in and out of that utility. Like, I'm going to take this utility and this utility. It's kind of like when you're planning to go in a raid for D&D. You plan to go get the potions. You plan to get like your scrolls and like the rope and stuff like that before you go dungeon delving, unless you're my group.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, honestly, I hope there's even like mini games for lockpicking for the rogue.
Yeah.
I want something to do to unlock the locks, but then have them be more meaningful too.
Yeah, the Yen Owar on the forums was saying, is lockpicking doors present in game? If not, would you want it? And Nick R says, I'd be fine with a utility ability for lockpicking with a rare resource requirement for use. Garctic says, make a minigame out of it. You need to be ranked in a Thieves Guild to be able to do it, and tools. Maybe you need rogue mage utility to find the lock before. Why not? I would like it. So that kind of comes on the other topic of, should your secondary archetype affect your primary archetype's utility?
Rogue mage absolutely needs mage hand.
Oh.
Must have mage hand.
Bard's being sneak peeked, I hope. And then in the next PvP dev stream.
It's probably
5
not.
to 4.
But there was a big
Probably not.
we hope. So, we can hope all we want. Yeah,
This is a copium moment.
But it's probably not.
We're gonna look back on this like in 2 weeks and be like, we were wrong.
I have a feeling there's two different options for like the order of things. Either Bard is gonna come last, or like right before or after the Summoner. Either way, those two are gonna be the last two. Summoner's probably gonna be last. Yeah,
I was gonna say, I feel like Summoner would be after Bard, because I believe previously Bard was supposed to be, or expected to be, part of it at the beginning for Alpha 2.
Or is supposed to be
Summoner
released
was
before
supposed to be
Summoner
later.
at least, yeah. But the other option is that we're going to get a showcase on the fighter right before Summoner, after Bard, because they're going to completely forget that they haven't done a showcase on fighter. Because everybody's forgotten about it. Because everyone just counts it as they've already done a showcase. No, they haven't. They haven't done a showcase on fighter.
Ooh. So MF says, leave my delusions alone. Gollin says, probably more like we get a class review instead of the mass PvP stream and they delay it. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do that.
I mean,
I feel like they've gotten pretty good at like saying when things are going to be there, like on stream, and sticking to it lately, for the most part.
No, like, Basil, you're right, by the way. That's basically what I'm trying to say, is that a lot of people consider that a fighter showcase when they're like, hey, check out what the combat's doing now.
Yeah. They delayed Node Stream and then did Cleric. Well, I don't know if he 100% said, like, we're going to do it versus we might showcase. That's what I can't recall, so I don't want to, like, pin him for that. But if he said, like, absolutely we're doing the Node, and then they pushed it and did Cleric, then, I get it.
They also keep, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the past couple of the live streams, they've done a multi-showcase at once. Like they've talked about, they look at the last one, right? They did the class plus the gathering and stuff, right? They did a little bit of this and that while they were running around showing off some class stuff.
Well, no, that's the one before it. With the archer, they showed off all of the abilities, and then they went and fought a few mobs, and then we saw that sneak peek to that area. That looks like there's maybe, like, I don't know, a cave down below where the spider was.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the sandal tree. So. Yeah,
you're right. To
be fair, those were really close to each other in terms of timeline.
I'm getting stuff blending in my head. But that's all right. If we're gonna be going live with the alpha in, what would they say, Q3? So
Q3, 6 to 9 months. Somewhere
that
in
there's
there.
6, 7. Let's call it 7 months. Let's just call it 7.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there's 7 streams to get quote unquote all the things out there. But also leaving some stuff for after Alpha 2 starts, because they're going to need some really interesting things to keep people interested later on. Well, so Summoner might even stay until like many months into Alpha 2 until they actually get it fully online.
Possibly, yeah. He said it might, after all, be in the beginning of Alpha 2. So Oh, what's this? That's true. The node stream was a maybe. Yeah. I try not to put too much grief on Intrepid for the most part when it comes to like shifting it back a month, because I mean, all the time our code breaks, so you never know.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
But it'd be interesting to see what they show, because they'll be asking for feedback on things we can just soon log in. Yeah. And then when we can just log in soon, yeah. By the way, you didn't know, for those who are not done talking about Archer yet, there is a showcase, not a showcase, in office hours, on the showcase on the 16th in the Intrepid Discord. So that'd be cool.
Is that go?
Go.
Yeah. I do still like that though. It still cracks me up when I just think about it. It'll be interesting to see what they show, because they'll be asking for feedback on things when we can just log in.
Yeah. If you missed it, by the way, there are some really cool leaks over the holidays while we were gone.
Like, how much niftier will it be when we're in Alpha 2 and they say, hey guys, we need feedback on insert a thing that they just opened up for people to test like that week? How much more of a lively conversation do you think that'll be?
Okay. I don't know. I feel like I would be able to give better feedback. I feel like I overthink a lot of these. They're like, what do you think of utility things should be? And I'm like, I don't know. What are some examples?
Yeah, that's where it's going to get interesting, because it's either going to be a better conversation or a worse conversation. Because right now there's a lot of like imagination going, and what if, and what if, and what if, and how about. And so there's a lot of conversation, a lot of theory craft, a lot of just discussion. But then after it's out there and they just want feedback, people are going to say, it was pretty cool, I'd like it better if, or whatever. But a lot of the imagination and I wonder if would be gone. So it'll either be a deeper discussion
potentially
with actual feedback and like suggestions for improvement, or it's going to be less conversation and much more like fact dropping. And then there's going to be I think the polar extremes might get worse, because there's going to be I absolutely love this, it's amazing, and the absolutely hate this, it's terrible.
We might even stop referencing the wiki. I don't know about that one, Galwood. I feel like the wiki is ever going to be ever present. But yeah, there's some really cool showcased things. Like the droppable sword for around Carfin. That looks kind of like Monster Hunter-esque. I love it. It's it's like a claymore with a bunch of the I love it. Ooh, well, see, Lex already invokes the use of a lot of the community. I was actually invited to help keep up with it. I have not been able to help keep up with it. But I do give him our show notes when we watch the live streams when I can. So it hopefully helps some of that.
There are always people looking to build up internet smart people points.
Yep.
So there'll always be somebody happy to help out with the wiki that's doing well.
Also, I love the hair update that they showed in this post that I put up for the holiday cheer leaks.
Them hair dude.
It's looking good. Yeah. Well, do you want to keep chatting? We have been live for an hour and 20.
It might be just about time to wrap up.
Okay.
Were we going to do any of the spinning thingings here today, or are we holding off?
I can try, but it would be easier if we had it set up where I could maybe do like an exclamation mark spin, and then we'd have a thing turn on and off.
Okay. So yeah, we can totally get that set up. I think honestly the first time we'd be able to really do that then would be next Wednesday.
Yeah, possibly. But between now and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 bean for the road. Okay.
1 bean for the road.
1 Beanboozled for the road, just because you asked. me see where I put mine. I lost my bean.
I got mine.
To be fair, I have so many papers on my desk. I would not want to show you my desk until I get it cleaned up a little bit, but I am a notes from hell type of person. I have sticky notes all over my desk. So. I forgot where my beans went.
What we do is we make 2 spinners, one with all the different options for the groups of 5 subs, and another spinner that has all the beans, so we can spin it digitally.
Oh, true. We could do that. Mad Hatter has a question while I awkwardly look for my beans.
All right. Well, what we are looking to do.
I'm listening, but 1 second. I'm gonna.
You want me to wait for you?
Yeah.
As the shout comes from below the desk. So I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to try to upgrade our computers once every year. Not both of them all at once every year, but we're going to try to aim for like upgrading mine 1 year and then hers the next year and mine the year after. Or if we end up doing the 3 computer the 3 computer streaming setup, it's going to be mine and then Chibi's and then mine and Chibi's, but then we're going to be pushing one off to be a streaming PC. Well, when we get done with the 3rd year, we would end up recycling out that last one, and we were looking to try to give away that PC on stream, or at least through our Discord and whatnot, to someone in the community who just hasn't had a chance to get a gaming PC, because all of these computers we have are going to be gaming PCs, and it's going to be maybe 3 years old by the time we would be giving it away, so it wouldn't be...
Minus this one.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be a horrendously old PC, and it would still be good for gaming. It just may not be the best for, like, streaming a game and VTubers at once, because that isn't crazy intense on a computer.
Yeah. But it should at least, need to upgrade. At the minimum, especially as long as the specs, and I'm actually intending, just FYI, asking Intrepid in their forum post for this month, is will the minimum required specs for streaming or playing Alpha 2 change, or will it remain the same? Because I know that they've done a lot of optimizing of the graphics before, but they're in UE5 now. There's all these new spells, so I want to know how outdated that is, because Alpha 1 was a few years back, and this is a 1080 with 64 gigs. And basically what our... did you tell them about the video? I'm sorry, I was looking for B.
About the video?
Yeah, the way you can get submitted for earning...
Oh, no, I didn't. No, I did not.
Oh,
go for it.
Sorry, did I reveal too much?
No,
my bad.
No, that's you.
Okay. So the way that we're going to want to do this is if anybody needs this 1080 64 gig, we can't give you Alpha 2 access, but what we can do is if you could submit a video, please, of how, like, what your current setup is and how a 1080 would help you. We're going to give that to all of you that are subscribed to look at. We're gonna have a new channel for subscribers to go through, and it's gonna be video submissions for the giveaway. And then next month, during our 5-year anniversary, because this is our 5th year anniversary of the Golden Feather Tavern, so excited for that. And this is about the same age of a PC. It's about a 5-year PC. So I want to gamba for my points. But yeah, if you can tell us how you can benefit from it, we'll have the subscribers vote for which one is most in need. And when we reach a certain subscriber goal, that will be determined when we go live then. There's a lot that we have to consider. This is going to be open to US only. I really apologize for those of you in the UK. We'd love to help you, or across the pond, anywhere else. However, the shipping cost is atrocious.
Yeah. Especially for something like that would be insane.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're comfortable enough for it too, we'll like reiterate this later, but we'd also be happy to just drive it over to you if you're close enough.
Yeah, if you're close enough. But I mean, the one thing we might maybe be able to consider is if you wanted to pay shipping costs, but I have a feeling it's going to be like $200 to ship the thing.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean,
overseas.
$200 for a 1080, get a 1080 card with an i7, and I think it's a 13th gen i7.
Yeah, it's an i7. Well, no, you're...
No. i5. My new one's an i7.
No, you still had the i7, but it was the 8 or 9000 series.
Okay.
But the graphics card was it's the Asus ROG. It's like a super full tilt 1080p, or 1080 rather. It's not. It's not the TI. It's not a
TI though. Yeah.
But it's as full tilt as you can possibly go without being a TI. So it still holds up and still does stuff. But
yeah, it'll play Ashes just fine. It played Alpha 1 beautifully. I will say that Vertec was jealous.
Yes, I was. That's what made me go out and buy a new graphics card for my old PC.
Yep. So that was the big surprise. I hope you guys like that. You guys have been here, I'm gonna say honestly, for 5 years, for us still going strong. This was a dream to start off with, just having it as a hobby. And I mean, we've become more ambitious as time has gone on. We want to grow and become more. One day, I think Vertec and I have changed our view on things a little bit. One day, we'd love to just do TGF full time. I'd love nothing more. Amazing. But I mean, getting this far even is just a blessing, honestly. And we are so glad you guys joined us for this ride. And we just want to give back to you guys because we would not be here without you, honestly. Old and new, we appreciate you supporting us, whether it's watching, lurking. Yeah.
We'd love it if we could do this tavern here, and obviously the tavern in game, but then a real life tavern too. That would be the dream.
That's a dream.
All that.
That's the big dream is a real life tavern called the Golden Feather Tavern. But that's have a dream. I have a dream.
Absolutely welcome. I
love that.
Stealing.
All right, shall we?
We shall. All right. Do you want to spin? Let's do two. You spin one, and then I'll spin one after.
All right, I'm gonna put it on a cam though. Okay. Yeah, right here. Oh, hold on. Wait.
Grab the corners.
There we go. That's better. Why is it not spinning? There. Oh!
Is that the dirty dishwater?
I jinxed myself. I've been talking about this so long. I think I jinxed myself. It's cappuccino or liver and onions.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I like that one.
No, he likes this one because he likes both of those. And I hate the liver and onions one, guys. It's so gross. All right. My goodness. Which one do I think is the cappuccino, and which one do I hope is the cappuccino? Which one do I hope is the liver and onions? All right, I think this one might be the cappuccino.
All right.
I love liver and onions. No, I hate it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Okay, ready?
Magisto. Yeah, I love liver and onions too. So.
1, ready? 2, 3, go.
Cappuccino! Get a cappuccino.
Oh my god.
All right, my turn.
Cool.
All right, let's see what happens here. That's on the line.
Okay.
Oops. I bumped that one.
Your finger stopped it. Yeah, it was just easier to face it towards me and then...
Come on, spin.
Damn, eat the next
there it is. Okay. I think it's on that one.
I don't know which one that one is.
Peach or barf?
Oh no! Okay.
Need to oil our
Peach
arrows.
Or barf. I don't like this one either.
Oh man. This one's
risky.
risky.
One I do like though. Oh gosh. All right. I'm grabbing the one I think is the safe choice. I'm hoping is the safe choice.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. I think I got peach, but it's not a delicious peach. Yeah, I got peach, but it's not delicious peach. Well, you gotta... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh my god. It started to taste good.
And then it wasn't.
It took a sour turn real fast.
That was like me and the, what was it, the Band-Aid and the dirty dishwater?
Yeah, it's like...
I started off with those like...
good.
I think this isn't too bad. I don't think I got the bad one. And then it's just slowly creeped up and then just... Yeah.
Oh my god, hold on. I'm finishing my wine.
The Band-Aid one almost killed me.
Oh god.
Let's see. Oh, that's right, in the dead fish one too. There's a dead fish.
Yep, there is.
Pomegranate and old bandage. That one just.
Mad Hatter says, "I curse you with barf," and Nuclear goes, "TV no."
TV no.
I had to do it to you, TV. I cursed Vertec earlier. That's like what he did, by the way. He cursed Vertec with what was it? A cold pillow and no dreams, and then he didn't go to sleep.
Yeah, cold, warm pillow on both sides.
But yeah. I hope you guys like that.
All right, so we only have what 6 more spins to go, or 6 more things to figure out.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, folks. Well,
because the other one, I mean, if you want to do one more, the other one is the baby food. It was the mystery food, blind food test.
Blind food test.
Yeah.
We might need to prepare for that one.
Yeah, I was thinking just we could take probably like one of my scarves and tie it around the other person's eyes and just like show the camera what we're giving them. I don't know.
I think we have yeah, I have a blindfold sitting around somewhere from like the sleeping mask from one of the airlines, like a Delta or something like that.
Oh, we do also have the one from the pillow
neck pillow. Yeah. The neck pillow thing. Yeah.
So we could do those for you guys.
That's what it was. JetBlue.
But I do have it's on our wish list at the moment, but I do have for one of them is going to be goggles. I was thinking of doing drunk goggles, but those actually are funny enough so freaking expensive. I think it was like 100 or 200 for one pair of goggles, and I was just like, no. So yeah, it was crazy. But instead I got like these kaleidoscope goggles that make it hard to see what you're doing. So that'd be fun to kind of torment us with in game.
Fantastical.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much. Is there anybody live for the Ashes channel? Ashes category.
In Ashes category, I'm not certain about that there.
Nope, it's just us.
There's
a Thogly.
Plethora of people to choose from for rating.
Thogly's live. Beard's Brewer Bounty. Playing Beyond All Reason.
Okay, Beyond All Reason. Nice. Do
Thogly?
Do it.
Okay. That's my guild master. Yeah. Thogly's awesome. And also, if you like our mead, you might also like Thogly's mead. I'm just gonna say that. Thogly has the nice dwarven mead. We have the Vec mead. So
yes.
See you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
I was gonna say this first episode is probably a little all over the place. Might be a little bit different next week and feeling. So make sure you, for those of you following this on YouTube later, give us a couple of weeks before you decide if you like the new format or not, because it's a little bit of growing pains.
It is not even organized at all for this.
No.
Yes. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for chatting. That is the absolute best form of support you can possibly give. And everybody in here contributed so much to conversation. Thank you also for the magnificent subs and donations and the bits.
The crazy
and
amount,
gosh.
yes.
Yes, that was fantastic. Chaffy, of course, is the superstars. We can see with the giant rainbow 10K.
Yeah,
right above
oh
chat
my
there.
gosh.
That's bananas.
Crazy. I can't even believe that.
Keep a lookout for the giveaway we're going to set up down the line, because we're going to be going to send out that PC to somebody. So
yes,
if you have a need for something, let us know. Get a video ready. Show us your rig. Show us why it needs to be replaced. All right. Thank you, everybody. Take care and catch you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Also, I don't have an outro screen yet, so it's just going to be a bye out to nothingness to the starting screen. There we go. Bye.